Now let's create here a new class, and we are going to create here a new file and call this hourglass, and create our main function. Now we have been writing our code all over the main function. So now we are going to step out of the main function and create our custom functions. And this function is just easy. We are going to start here. For example, this private is called a modifier, and we are just limiting this function to be available in this file here, hourglass only. So outside of this file we cannot access this value. There is a public, private, protected, and other ways which we can see later in the use. And we are going to use the fun as usual to denote here. We are declaring here the function and providing the name. So we are going to write here line, and we have specified and now a new function here. Now we are going to draw our hourglass, and we are starting by step. So we are going to create first the top half, and this is called the line. So we have first to print here. For example, we are going to print here and add this 5 and use the for loop here for I in. So we are going here to iterate from 1 to 11, and we are going to print the minus sign here. And then we are going to print also the plus sign. Also, we are going to call now this function here inside our main function and call this line and try to run our application now. And this is good for our code readability. We can easily read our code. For example, here we can collapse this line here, and let's see here. Okay, now we have created this top half here of our hourglass. Now we have to create now the top half. Now let's create another function here and call this top half. And now we are going to start now to write here the for loop, and we are going to use a nested for loop. Let's call this line, and we are ranging here from 1 to 5. And now we are going first to print here this slash again. Now we want to create a space here between this slash in order to print our hourglass. Now let's create here the for loop for space, and now we are going to use this for I in 1 until we reach the line here which we have specified this value here. And now we are going just to print this. Now we are going just to print here a space, and in order to print a space, just adding these two and creating here a space. Now also we have to print here the slash. Now we are going inside now the hourglass, and we are using these two double slashes here because this is called the escape sequences, and there is no way which we can use this one because it's going to provide us with an error. Now we have to use double slash in order to get this one slash here to be printed. Now also we have to get now that the number of dots, how they are going to be printed. Also we have to use the for. Now we are going to use this for I in, and we are going to perform here some calculations. So we use 11 minus line times 2, and here we are going just to print the dot sign here. Also we have to print here the slash, this slash. Also we have to add another space here after these dots, so we have to paste this here, and now we are getting this space downside here. Now also we have to go to print our, and we have to print this, so this we have to keep it here. Now let's call this function here top half in our function. Let's add this print to be a println function, and let's try now to rerun our application and see how it's going to execute now. Now, as you can see here, we have created the top part because we have performed here some calculation and used the nested loop to create this top half. So we have to finish by creating here a bottom half. And we are just going to copy this code and tweak around to change it to create the bottom half. Now, and this is called the reusability of our code. And here we are going just to change this here to bottom half. Bottom half. So we have to change this. Sorry, you have to use here a small letter, and after that you capitalize every letter after that. So this is bottom half. Now we have to change here to create the bottom half of this hourglass. So we have to go to the reverse order. Now here we just change here, we use the from 5 down to 1. Now we are reversing this one. Also we have to change this order. Now this should come here to the below because we are going in a reverse order, and change this print function here to print this to the upside and leave everything as is. And we are going to call here the bottom half. And let's try to rerun our application and see. Now as you can see here, we have created the top and the bottom half, and the only thing which remains here is printing this line here. And also we are going to reuse that code again by writing the line function, so we don't have to repeat again this line function again. So we are just calling this again here, and it's going to print out. So let's try and rerun our application and see how it's going to execute. Now we have completed to create the hourglass. As you can see here, it has printed all of this. So you can try to tweak around and create your own shapes by using different ways, as you have seen here. So if you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing. We release video every week, and like the video if this is helpful to you and it's really crucial for our growth. Thanks for watching.